Today, I am going to talk to you about how to achieve your goals for 2025 as a homemaker. I'm Rebekah with Learning Together by Grace. Are y'all ready? Let's go. All right, you guys. So I want to start this video off by saying this. The way to achieve your goals as a homemaker for 2025, or as anyone in life, is to create systems. So a lot of times we have these goals that are great, but because we don't have systems in order to achieve these goals, we end up falling flat and failing at our goals for the year. I think that it's awesome to have goals for each year, and honestly, monthly goals, weekly goals, all of those are wonderful. But if you don't have a system in place to actually get the goals done, it can be very challenging for you to finish those goals and complete them. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I am going to share with you my 3 goals, because I have 3 goals that I really want to focus on for 2025 to make my homemaking simpler. And I'm going to share with you the systems that I am going to put in place in order for me to get those goals completed. All right. Goal number 1 is for me to not overcomplicate my meal planning. So you guys, as homemakers, one of the biggest things that we do worry about is making sure that there are meals for our family. And I'm very particular about having nourishing meals for my family. And so my goal is to not overcomplicate my meal plans, because I'm home all day long and I make all of the meals, provide all of the meals. My kids are homeschooled, so we're not going out and purchasing meals at restaurants, or they're not at school, having school lunches and things of that nature. So I'm in charge of all of the meals. And so what I am going to focus on doing is ensuring that with each meal, we have a protein, we have a starch, we have a fruit or a vegetable. And so I actually created a plan. It's a simple, easy meal plan for your go-to meals that you can fill in for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even dessert, of the things that you know that you can cook and that's easy for you and your family. And I'm going to put it in the description below so that you can click on that link to my blog so that you can print it out for yourself. I also have it laid out for you, the things that I would make on a day-to-day basis or a week-to-week basis, just to give you an idea of what a meal plan looks like. But definitely not overcomplicating it and thinking about, again, a protein, a starch, and either a fruit or a vegetable. So that is my system that's in place for meal planning. Okay, goal number 2 for me is to let go of unneeded items. Again, with being at home most of the time, we are fully taking advantage of living here. So every area of this house is lived in. The problem that presents is that we have a lot of things, because most of our entertainment is here at home. So what I am going to do in order to get rid of the clutter, I have a 12-month program that I'm going to personally follow, that I created to get the clutter out of my house. Sometimes it can feel overwhelming to try to do your whole house at one time. You're thinking about all of the things. But if you have a month-to-month plan that you're focusing on, then you can definitely get the job done. When you simplify your life and you let go of the unneeded things, I'm going to be honest with you, it helps you to let go of emotional clutter, all of the mental mess, all of the even spiritual things that are associated with holding on to things. It helps you let that go, and it gives you a fresh start. So my system is to deeply declutter one thing each month so that I can be more free and have a simpler life. Y'all, stuff can really make you feel overwhelmed, unproductive, lazy, make you procrastinate, and it can really make you feel ill. So this is another goal that I am focusing on for 2025 as a homemaker so that my life can be simpler. Okay, so goal number 3. This is just a personal goal for me that I have got to let go, is everyone else's standard of homemaking. You guys, everyone has an opinion of what homemaking should look like. And realistically, we are our own individual families, and what works for one doesn't work for the other. So what I have in place for me, the system that I have in place for me in order to not do that is, number 1, stop going through all of the social media pages and feeling like I need to mimic what someone else is doing. So that basically means limiting my social media, because when you see other people's things, you have a tendency to want to curate your home space to others. So that's number 1. Number 2, I am also going to start thinking about the things that I love. So instead of thinking about, oh, my friend's house has this in it, well, I mean, yeah, but does that mean that it can fit into your home? So that is just a mental system that I have in place for me to not try to hold up to other people's standards. And also, what others may feel is nutritious for their family. I have specific needs for my family, and my system for our nutrition is going to be based solely off of, is this something that I'm allergic to, my son is allergic to, my daughter, my husband? Is this even something that they enjoy eating? And so if I can eliminate those things when it comes to my personal meal planning, then I won't have to worry about trying to do someone else's meal plan. I know that I gave you guys an example of a meal plan, but that's just so that you can have an idea of how to create your own. There's a blank one in there as well so that you can do it on your own. But also creating those systems in your mind, because you have to create mental systems as well in order for you to complete your goals. All right, you guys, so here's a bonus one for you. I am going to continue my gardening for this year. I had fairly decent success. There were some things that didn't go so great, but there were a lot of things that did go well. And so my goal is to not to have to go to the grocery store as much for produce. And in order for me to do that, I am going to get a head start on gardening this month. And so I'm going to start growing some seedlings indoors so that I can save myself money for 1. And then 2, so that I know that I am growing some nice organic, non-GMO produce for me and my family. So again, the system that I have in place for that is starting my growing season early. So I'm starting in January. I'm not waiting until April like I did last year so that I can have more produce throughout the year for my family. And the second system that I have in place for helping me not rely on the grocery store for all of my produce is to make sure that I am planting something every single month and making sure that I'm planting multiple of those particular things every month, just in case one plant doesn't do well and the other dies or what have you. And if I have too much, I can always share, which I love to share with others. And the last thing that I have in place, the system that I have in place, is to grow the things that I know that me and my family, we enjoy eating and that we eat throughout the year. I'm not going to focus on growing things that we just won't eat. I don't have a problem trying new things, and they don't either. But for now, until I can get the hang of growing food for just my family, to sustain us and not have to go to the grocery store, that is what I am doing. All right, you guys, I hope that you learned something today. I hope that you understand how to set goals for yourself for the year 2025 as a homemaker. And honestly, these goal setting tools can be used for anyone that's not even homemaking, because you're creating systems. Whatever system that you need for your goal, you're going to create for yourself. All right, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell so that you know when I post another video. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know what some of your goals are, and also what kind of systems that you have in place for your goals. If this video inspired you, let me know as well. And you guys, I cannot wait for this year. I am hoping to continue to grow. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, and this is exciting for me. Tune in next week because I want to show you some of the things that I'm decluttering and see how all is going. You guys, take care. Bye. God bless.